Okay, so when I got here today, Zach was busy playing some video games, and he was in the store, and one of them was the Battle for Bikini Bottom. All right, and it just brought back a memory. Do you remember when you used to be able to get demo CDs of video games in cereal boxes?
Yes.
I was like, oh my god, that's how we used to get most of our computer games, because, we were a low-income family, so we'd either get them cheap at, like, Goodwill or whatever, or, you'd get the little demo ones all the time, and I was just like, oh man, I wish they still did that. I would buy so much more cereal.
Well,
I remember us, like, having those, like, demo games, but I don't think they, existed in the cereal boxes still after a certain point of me being sentient.
Fair enough. It was one of those, like, very random childhood things that I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if everybody else remembers this happening, or if I just made it up in my head.
No, I do vaguely remember it. Thank you for reminding me how old and crusty I'm getting.
Listen, I had a whole thing this weekend because I remembered a shirt that I own and still fit into as 10 years old, and that just set me over the edge a little bit. It's fine.
It is what it is, man. Like, I know certain things are making a comeback, like certain styles, certain things.
The way you said that made me think you had something very specific in mind that you were talking about.
Well, I mean, like
a certain something. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No, I have nothing more to contribute on that front. Anyway, I found some gum in the gas station, and I bought it.
Like, we're just completely transitioning to a new thought there, or this is related to finding CDs?
Well, related to gum and related to childhood.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of gum as a child was the Ouch bubble gum that came in the little metal
yeah.
tins.
Okay.
They were advertised to look like Band-Aids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ever actually had
That was
any
my
of those.
favorite.
They were better than the stupid zebra stripes gum that had like 2 seconds of flavor.
I didn't do zebra stripes, but I really used to like the Hubble Bubble ones, but it was like the long...
Oh, the tape.
Yeah.
Dude, they don't make like extra flavors with those anymore.
It's just the pink one.
Which tastes like poop.
It's
okay. But I really liked the one that came in the blue sparkly container. Mm-hmm. That was my favorite.
Oh, I was talking to my brother earlier today, and I was like, I like the taste of Pepto-Bismol because it reminds me of the candy cigarettes.
Okay.
And they don't really make the good kind anymore.
Fair enough. You only find them at like some weird random gas stations.
But it's still not the same because they're like crumbly, and they used to be not crumbly.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You know what I miss from childhood the most? When you didn't burp in people's ears all the time.
It's because I didn't learn how to burp until my early 20s.
That's true, I can confirm.
That's a sad life. What did you do without...
She would swallow her air and go, yelp! And say, oh, that's my burp.
They mostly converted into farts.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah. And that's on that front.
I have learned a lot about childhood from you two. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why did I write this? Brought to you by the record button.
Welcome to Why Did I Write This, the podcast where we read bad writing so you don't have to. I'm Harmony.
I'm Anna.
I'm Beth.
And welcome to the MCR story again.
Did you not title it?
No,
Oh.
she didn't.
Like I said, I think at one point it did have a title.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
long gone.
You know, the bestseller, the MCR story. I see it on Barnes & Noble shelves right now. It's going to be a bestseller.
My Substitute Daddies?
No. I don't like that.
Don't express disappointment in me. I'm already here.
What?
I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to be here when I expressed disappointment.
Oh, it's okay. So, when we left off, it was me and Cherie passing a note to each other in
Yeah.
I think
math
you're in
class.
math, yeah.
Okay.
And I think we left off on before I passed the note.
Yep.
Okay.
You wrote the note and then you just passed it, and we're about to read what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm glad that you guys remember. My brain just dumps everything as soon as we walk out of this room.
God, that's a freaking move. All right. I'll start on this paragraph. Anna took out a paper and pencil when Mikey wasn't looking. Then she began to write to Cherie. Hey, I'm so bored. What about you? W/B, which is right back.
Oh my
in,
god.
In pre-text slang. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
In
okay.
middle school note-taking slang.
Yeah. She secretly passed it to Cherie, and Cherie quietly opened it. Then she scribbled something on it. Then she passed it back to Anna.
That is how note passing works.
Yes.
Anna opened it and read, Yo, can you believe what happened earlier? How crazy, right? Because Cherie stood up for Mikey and Ray. Yeah, because Ray was on the floor. He
Oh,
fell
that's
asleep.
right. Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just
Should probably go
passed
see a
out.
doctor.
Yeah, he's got an iron deficiency.
It's been a long week for him.
Yeah. WB. No, really crazy. WB.
Oh my god.
The girls passed the note back and forth until Mikey came over, snatched it off of Cherie's desk, and ripped it to shreds.
Damn.
What an asshole. Hey, Anna exclaimed. No passing notes. Anna rolled her eyes when his back was turned. If I catch you two again, I'm sending you to the office,
This is a voice change, but okay.
Mikey said sternly. Yes, sir, Anna and Cherie said in unison. Good. Now pay attention. He continued on with class. After the bell rang, Anna and Cherie quickly walked to social studies to find Frank sitting at Mr. L's desk, checking papers. He looked up when they walked in and gave them a warm smile.
Wow.
Hey, girls! Haven't fallen flat on your faces yet, have you?
He's making fun of Cherie.
Because she tripped, remember? And he caught her.
Okay.
And then that's when Cherie first finally hugged one of the members
okay.
of MCR.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
He smiled widely at Cherie. Cherie began to blush. Shut up, she muttered under her breath.
Under her breath?
Under her breath.
Under her breath?
Under her breath.
Frank stood up, walked over to where Anna and Cherie were standing, and put his arms around them. So, how are you two doing What? So, are you two doing good today, he asked.
Why is he... Ugh. They're so touchy. I don't like it.
Yeah. I feel like a groupie in this story.
I don't like that because you're 12.
Yeah.
I'm 14.
I thought you were going to say your real age again.
I'm 28 now. Anna said. Do you like living with your aunt and uncle, hun?
Haven't you only been there one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make that assessment with one day.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of weird, but I'll probably get used to it soon. You will. Don't worry. And what about you, Cherie? Everything fine for you? Yep, she yawned.
Yep.
Yeah, yawned. That's good. Then he paused for a while before saying, So, are you going to miss us after tomorrow? Duh, Anna and Cherie exclaimed. Frank laughed. I figured you would. Come here, group hug.
Don't touch me.
I didn't.
No,
Stop.
but I'm telling
Don't touch them there. That is their no-no squares.
Yes, their entire body is their no-no square.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, if a teacher is treating you like this, I would report them. Thank you.
It's very sus.
Yeah.
It is not the, like, loving, good teacher-student relationship that people should have.
No. He pulled them in tightly. His hands were stroking their hair.
God, you and the fucking hair.
the stroking,
No, don't say it like that.
shoulder grabbing, hair stroking.
Oh, God.
Tears were slowly welling up in his eyes. You two are the most extraordinary girls I have ever met.
Oh,
Do
God.
you remember that TikTok that you sent me and Beth about the, like, One Direction fanfic?
Yeah.
That's what this feels like.
Pretty much.
A little self-indulgent there, but, you know, it's fine.
I think it's a little past a little self-indulgent.
Listen, I'm trying to give Cherie benefit of the doubt, you know?
Again, I forced her into writing this, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's self-indulgent for you. You spent, like, a whole page roasting the fuck out of her.
You guys have been through absolutely so much just in this past week, and you are just so strong in your friendship and spirits. Don't ever let that go down.
Anna, Cherie has been very helpful in the story, yes, but Anna's the one who's gone through most of it. Cherie spent the night with MCR. What trauma is Cherie getting out of this?
I don't think she even asked her parents for permission.
That's why they wanted her home at like 11:30.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know you're coming back tomorrow, right? Shri reminded him. Oh yeah, Frank said. Go take your seat so I can start class. Start was crossed out because it was spelled as starte.
Starte.
Who wants to take over? You want to take over, barbecue? There you go.
Sure. Thanks. Why did you say it like that? I don't need the folder.
Well, okay.
You can hold on to that. As soon as they sat down, the bell rang and Frank took out the projector. Oh wait, you put a period there. As soon as they sat down, the bell rang. Frank took out the projector and showed them, it looks like showered real quick, and showed them their notes. Okay, time for notes. The class groaned, but took out their spirals and started to write down the notes. After she had written down her notes, Cherie pulled out a piece of paper and started writing again. I bet everyone in school knows about it by now. Gossip travels fast. WB. Cherie passed it while Frank went back to checking papers. When Anna read it, she started to write back. I know. I feel so bad for them. Write back. She passed it again. Me too. I wouldn't be surprised if they both called in sick tomorrow. You spelled it wrong twice. I crossed it out twice. Oh, I'm sorry. One of those is tomorrow.
I love tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fancy spice.
It reminds me of a car, but right back. I hope they don't. Right back. Me too. Right back. Then Frank started to talk about the notes the class had written. Oh god, do I have one page? Okay. Yes. Started to talk about the notes that the class had written down.
You're crumbling
I'm
it.
fixing it.
It's already plenty crumpled, ma'am.
Anna started to write. What about their music career? I'm sure Mikey and Ray don't want to go on stage after that. Right back. Also, you spelled there wrong. I'm sure it didn't embarrass them that much. Right back. You spelled embarrass wrong and said embarrasse. I don't know. It might have. Right back. Okay, girls, give it up. Anna gave him the note. He crumpled the note and threw it away. Why do you like writing notes so much?
Did you not spend a majority of your class days writing notes to each other?
I did, but physically in your story, this is like the 6th time you've written the word note in the last 5 minutes. Did you have a thought, Harmony?
Yes. So I don't... In this situation, because they're in the old-timey days...
Don't.
Okay.
You see, I don't think that it was Mikey and Ray, right? That had the whole situation.
Yes.
See, none of the middle schoolers had, like, good recording phones.
True.
So anything that anyone in that school would say is all alleged.
True.
Now,
And
nowadays,
Nowadays.
that shit would have been recorded and uploaded everywhere.
You're right. You're right. All right. Okay, girls, give it up. Anna gave him the note. He crumpled the note and threw it away. You know there's no notes in school. If it happens again, I'll send you to the office.
The only notes we're taking are the ones on the screen.
Okay.
That's really funny.
Okay, we won't do it again, Cherie said, looking at her desk.
Bet.
We promise, Anna said enthusiastically. Everyone in the classroom giggled. All right, enough, Frank yelled. He calmly walked to the front of the room. His head was hanging down, his arms crossed.
What?
He's pouting.
Yeah, he's pouting. But the way you made it sound, he's just walking like with a broken neck.
Why is he pouting?
I don't know. Oh, God, nope. Anna almost drooled on her desk.
Gross.
God, he was so hot.
There.
Will somebody give me an example of an import, Frank said. No one raised their hand.
I have an import.
I don't need your imports.
No one? Okay, then can anyone give me an example of an export? Silence again. I'll give you a hint. Iowa has a lot of this. Corn? Anna blurted.
Meth?
Whoa.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yes, corn. Corn is a major export from Iowa, Frank said, smiling. Not meth.
How about corn meth?
No.
Shut up, Anna.
God. After social studies was over, Anna and Cherie headed for science. Okay, I think maybe we should be more careful with the notes. Otherwise, we're screwed, Anna pointed out. Yeah, good idea, Cherie agreed. Suddenly, a warm hand was placed on Cherie's shoulder.
A worm hand?
A worm hand!
Warm hand!
Why are you so excited?
Because worms.
I like the concept of a worm hand more than a warm hand.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a warm hand.
That's very disappointing. The story would be 20 times better if it were a worm hand.
I think this story would just be better if we were all worms in the story, or if it just
Yeah.
never existed.
No, worms for sure.
Okay.
She jumped and turned around to see Ray. Uh-oh, Cherie thought with terror. Hi, Ray, she stuttered. I need to see you in my room. Go to class, Anna, Ray said sternly.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Anna hustled into the science room. Alone. Am I in trouble, Cherie asked, nervous, almost reluctant. Sorry, you had that written weirdly. I just need to talk to you about earlier, he explained. Cherie hung her head low. Oh boy, she's totally screwed. Once they reached his room, he shut the door, locked,
Stop shutting and locking the door.
and pulled Cherie over to his desk. Have a seat, he suggested,
No.
pointing to a nearby chair.
No.
She sat. Okay, honey, I wanted to talk to you because I'm in trouble, aren't I? No, I wanted to say thank you for standing up for me and Mikey earlier. We really do appreciate it. Cherie lifted her head up in surprise. Really? Really? Now come here.
No.
What was that, like,
Uh,
reaction you just had? Like, you shrunk into yourself.
that was me, like, pretend vomiting. She slowly stood up and walked into Ray's outstretched arms.
Listen, I'm just saying, if there's any teacher who is getting you into their classroom and shutting and locking the door, 99.9% of the time something sketch is going on. And it should not be happening.
He grasped her tightly and gave her a quick peek on the cheek.
No, keep it like that. That's better.
Back on the cheek. There we go. Your C and your E's look the same in that spot.
Woo! C's and her E's look the same in general.
Fair enough.
Anna, I have helped you study for many a test.
That is my frantic writing.
Yes.
Thanks, hun, he murmured into her ear.
Don't you murmur.
Well, he just did.
Well, tell him to stop.
No problem, she said with an excited sigh.
Don't be excited about it.
Now, you'd better get off to science, Ray said as he unlocked the door. You had a stroke when you wrote that word. Cherie rushed to science and joined Anna. Some of the kids in the classroom looked up when she entered, but after a second or two went back to writing what notes Gerard had put on the overhead for the class to write down. What did I miss? Cherie whispered to Anna. Just writing notes is all, she whispered back. That's good. Yep. So did you get in trouble? What did Ray want? Anna asked. Oh, he wanted to thank me for standing up for him and Mikey. And the best part is, Cherie! Gerard exclaimed. Cherie jumped up and looked at Gerard with big eyes. Please, if you're going to talk, go into the hall. Sorry, Cherie muttered. Anna quickly placed her focus back. I don't know where you misplaced it, but okay.
She focused it onto Cherie instead of the notes.
That's okay, you put it back on your spiral.
Good.
Gerard walked slowly through the rows to see how the kids were doing on their notes. When he reached Anna and Cherie's table, he stopped behind them and was breathing loudly. Anna had this strange feeling that he was about to say something, but after like a minute or two,
I'm just breathing heavily at them. I hate that so much. Why?
He patted the girls on the back and left.
I hate that even more. Don't just stand beside them and breathe, and then just pat them on the back and leave. What the fuck?
Anna breathed out a silent sigh of relief.
Too much breathing.
And continued to write down the notes on the overhead. Okay, is everybody done writing? Everyone answered yes, except for Cherie. She raised her hand and Gerard calmly said, yes? That should be questioning, but that's fine. I need the other notes. Okay. He turned off the overhead, took off the transparency sheets, and handed them to Cherie.
Like I said, we're in the old-timey days.
Stop it!
Shut up right now.
Thank you, she said. Gerard smiled and left to go answer the classroom phone. Once out of the classroom, Cherie continued what she was going to say earlier. Can you get everything on one fucking page?
No.
God. Okay, get this. Ray hugged me and kissed me. On the lips? Yeah, Cherie said sarcastically. No, you dork. On the cheek.
Shouldn't be any kissing in general.
No smooching.
No siree.
Lucky. Anna laughed under her breath. Suddenly the room got louder, and Anna and Cherie had yelled just to talk. But all that changed when Gerard stepped back into the room.
All that changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
So, I step out of the... What? What the fuck? I step out of the class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're missing some words here. So I step out of the class, 1 min, and you go crazy.
Yeah.
Very teacher-like.
Yeah, you step out of the classroom for 1 minute and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Gerard almost yelled. Then he continued with a whole speech. Prepare especially for this occasion.
I love that he prepared for leaving the classroom for 1 minute and expecting these middle schoolers to just go batshit, which is very accurate.
Uh-huh.
But also, like, I love that he just prepared a speech specifically for that situation.
You know, it's even better. He doesn't even do the fucking speech. Now, can we get back to class, please?
Boo! Do the speech.
He put up the next set of notes. Cherie and Anna wrote the rest of the notes down and then went to reading. As soon as they took their seat, the bell rang. Who wants to do reading?
It's my turn to read.
Cranrap wants it.
Boop, 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 doot, doot. Where did you leave off?
Okay, class. Down at the bottom.
Okay, class, today we're going to learn about cause and effect, Ray said. The class groaned together.
Oh.
No, don't groan like that.
I know it's the last class of the day, but could you at least get through this class without groaning? Bob asked. Wait.
What?
Yeah, what? We literally went from Ray to it being Bob. There is some continuity errors in this.
Maybe he's a shapeshifter.
Must be. All right, now turn to page 16 in your Target Teach books. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that aged me. The class turned to the page and got to work. Suddenly, Anna had this weird feeling to scream.
What?
So she screamed behind Bob's back, "Cheese monkeys!"
Anna.
She's LOL so random.
Oh my god.
Rar XD.
I'm gonna be LOL so fucking dead.
Commit me a hobby.
She quickly covered her mouth. Bob turned around.
As if you would fucking know who said that.
It wasn't me.
Okay, Shaggy.
Bob turned around, trying hard not to smile. Okay, who was that?
Okay, class.
Listen, you have, like, the teacher that's trying really hard to be cool kind of attitude with it, and I don't like it at all.
I mean, so far Bob is the most reasonable teacher.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Just-
he's been the least creepy.
Fair enough.
How come in all of your stories, Bob is the one that, like, is the least awful?
Because Bob is just... I stand Bob.
Listen,
Okay.
she's got to have all the kinds of different daddies, so, you know.
And Bob is the one who is acting the most like a father should.
Yeah.
All right. Snickers only answered as Anna tried to fit in. Cherie was fighting the urge to laugh, so she snickered instead. Fine. Don't tell me. Just don't do it again, please, Bob said. Now, can we get back to work?
No.
When everyone turned their attention back down to the Target Teach books, Bob said, "Thank you." Nice, Cherie whispered sarcastically to Anna. Shut up, Anna whispered back. Suddenly, what?
You did it to yourself.
There is not a period at the end of this sentence, so it
Oh.
just makes it a run-on. So, shut up, Anna whispered back. Suddenly, the bell rang. Time to go home, kids. Have a good day, and see you tomorrow, Bob exclaimed.
I love that you spent 5 minutes in this reading class.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. I
Busy
spent most of
working
it
on
yelling
Target
cheese monkeys
Teach.
at Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Cherie and Anna got on the bus, Cherie exclaimed, "Okay, what's with the cheese monkeys?" Anna laughed louder than she should. I have no clue. I guess I was just really hyper.
Oh, Anna, we're taking you out back.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, Cherie giggled. I know. Anna's enthusiasm suddenly winded down. Her expression was filled with sudden sadness. Too bad tomorrow's their last day.
It can't come soon enough.
Oh, Cherie said sadly. That sucks. Yeah, it sure does suck. It's the end of the chapter.
Oh my
We have
gosh.
finished Thursday.
That was
Okay.
a long day. What's
Yeah.
chapter 4
Chap-
called? 5-4?
Chapter 5 is Friday.
Wow, who would have thought?
So,
Well, let's start Friday for our next episode.
yeah, we
Yeah.
will. I'm not planning on continuing today.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Daddy.
What?
I am no one's father.
No.
But we made it to this next chapter. Tomorrow is MCR's last day being
Gee,
terrible substitute
I
teachers.
wonder how touchy-feely everybody's gonna
I
be.
am not looking forward to how touchy-feely it probably is going to be.
Hugs and smooches around the table.
No.
For all students except everybody.
No.
And lots of locking the doors in the excluding the class.
Oh my god.
So, friends, if you were a student and you're like, man, I want to find out more about where I can find all these friends. Harmony.
That was certainly a segue. But if you are interested in checking out more from Why Did I Write This and the Record Button as a whole, you can go to recordbuttongroup.com. We have links to all of our social media. We have links to our Patreon. You can go ahead and subscribe to us and get some cool, fun benefits. You can also go to trbmerchstore.threadless.com and find some cool, funky, fun merch. And rep our lovely podcast in your area. Also, make sure to give us a rating and review. We love hearing your feedback.
Talk shit about us. Talk shit about me. Actually, don't. I'm very sensitive.
In that case, talk even more shit.
But yeah, thanks.
Thanks,
I don't know why you're thanking me, but
Well, join us next time to find out what happens on Friday. This has been Why Did I Write This? My name is Anna.
I'm Harmony.
I'm Beth.
And we love you. Goodbye. And have a good day.
Why did I write this?